awareness, awareness, awareness. Every time brother started the session, he started with awareness, awareness, awareness. And we know along our journey, body consciousness has really made us unconscious and made us fall asleep. And we went away of many, many things. And now with the third eye, the gift of the third eye, as the third eye is open, as the soul is fully spiritually awake, aware and alert, we know how to look after ourselves and take care of ourselves and protect ourselves from creating negative karma for ourselves. And in body consciousness, we had no awareness, and that's where we created all our karmic debts, came from not being fully spiritually awake and alert. And today Baba is bringing to our attention a weakness that children need to pay attention to. He's saying we move along well, but when the problems come, we forget and we don't know how to deal with problems, and we get stuck with problems, with situations, and we give in our energy. I think, like Baba is saying today in the Murli, you know, we are aware that we have knowledge, etc. But our thoughts that go into the problem, the energy of thinking, and our time is wasted because of that problem. So how we process problems will continue until the end, but how we process the problem, how we overcome them. And I would say, where there's love, one is able to have knowledge, but spiritual power gives us the power and strength to put that knowledge into practice. And that's where we lack, and how important it is, not only the balance of love, the balance of power. And that great balance of power comes, Baba speaking about Amrit Vela, taking power from Baba early in the morning and allowing Baba and allowing that power to filter in my day so I can stay fully aware during the day and keep filling myself with power. Because if my foundation of the day, Amrit Vela, is not focused, not powerful, then my whole day, there isn't that awareness as well. I'm not fully conscious, and that's where power is lost within the soul. So very important. So inviting you to sit and think about our beautiful, beautiful energy that we start our day at on 18 January. We so naturally float the whole day with Mother Brahma and Shiv Baba. So today, sitting with that love, that power, that focus and energy. So the original date of Baba's Murli today, 18 January 88. The title, Equality in Love and Power. Today, the Almighty Father, who makes you into embodiments of awareness, is looking at his almighty children from everywhere who are embodiments of awareness, as well as today being the day to become merged with Bap Dada in his love. It is also the day to experience a balanced stage of love and power. The day of remembrance is the day of blessing, of equality in both love and power, because the Father, in whose awareness you remain lost in love, Father Brahma, is the elevated symbol of equality in both love and power. 1 minute, he is extremely loving, and the next minute, he is extremely powerful. In love too, with love, he made every child constantly powerful. Out of love, he didn't just attract them towards himself, but with love, he created the Shakti army. Sorry, I think out of love, he didn't just attract them towards himself, but with love, he created the Shakti army and made them instruments for service in front of the world. As always been loving, he also taught the lesson of being a destroyer of attachment and of becoming karmatit. He also taught the lesson, till the end, he gave the children this blessing with the drishti of his eyes. Loving and destroyer of attachment is the power drishti through his eyes. Always be detached and always be loving. Today, children from everywhere, in their different forms, in their different relationships, reached Bap Dada in the subtle region to celebrate a meeting with their love and to experience the stage of being equal to the Father. Some arrived there with their intellects and others with their divine vision. Bap Dada accepted all the children's love and remembrance through their loving stage and the stage of being equal, and in return gave and is giving all the children the blessing, powerful blessing today. Take this as a gift. May you be equal to Bap Dada. May you be equal to Bap Dada. Bap Dada knows that the children have deep love for Father Brahma, Whether you took sustenance from the Sakar form or are now taking sustenance from the Avyakt form, he is the senior mother, and children naturally love their mother. Because of this, the Father knows that you remember Mother Brahma a great deal. However, the practical form of love is to become equal. To the extent that you have true love in your hearts, accordingly, just as much to the extent that you have true love in your hearts, accordingly, just as much zeal and enthusiasm in following the Father is visible in the minds of your children. This alokik love of the alokik mother is not such that it would make you viyogi, separated. It is love that will make you easy yogis, Raj yogis. That is, it will make you into kings. The alokik mother has alokik spiritual attachment, wanting every child to become a king, pure spiritual attachment, wanting every child to become a king. Every child should become a king, not part of the subjects. You are those who will create subjects, not those who will become subjects. Today, the mother and father had a conversation in the subtle region. The father asked Mother Brahma, "What do you especially remember on this day of the love of the children?" Can feel Baba, both beloved Babas, having a conversation about children in subtle region. All of you also especially remember him, do you not? Each one of you has your own remembrance, and you become lost in that remembrance. Today becomes a world of special alokik memories. At every step, you especially remember the activities of the Sakar form naturally. You automatically remember the sustenance you had. You remember the attainments. You remember the blessings. So, the father also asked Mother Brahma this. Do you know what Brahma said in return? So touching this line. The children are my world. Brahma said that at Amrit Vela, he first remembered the children who are equal, the loving children, and the children who are equal. The loving children have the desire and the thought of becoming equal. However, along with the desire and the thought, they don't always have the power, and that is why in becoming equal, they remain behind instead of claiming a number at the front. So Baba is saying they don't always have the power. And he will go more later into where our power gets reduced. Love brings them that zeal and enthusiasm, but problems sometimes makes them weak in having a stage of equality in love and power. Problems keep them distant from making their stage constantly equal. Because of love, you cannot even forget the Father, and you are true, firm Brahmins. You are not those who are going to move back. You are immortal. It is just that when you see problems, you become a little afraid at that time for a short time. Therefore, you are unable to experience the stage of constant equality in love and power. So when problems come, how we process that problem, being fully present, that immortal stage, and fully with Baba, and how we process that problem. According to the present time, you have become experienced over a long period in the stage of being knowledgeful, powerful, and successful. You have experienced many times the problems of Maya, of the elements of nature, and of souls. These are not anything new. You are Trikaldarshi. You know the beginning, middle, and end of problems, let alone the question of many cycles. Even in the Brahman life of this cycle, you are not new to understanding with your intellects and to becoming victorious and overcoming a problem and becoming experienced. You have become mature in this too. Even if you are only 1 year old, you are mature in this experience. You have also been taught the lesson of nothing new. So overcoming problems easily, to give that energy, nothing new. Therefore, according to the present time, do not waste your time in being afraid of problems. In wasting time, your number goes behind. So Mother Brahma said, one type is the especially loving children, and the other type is those who are going to become equal. Seeing the two types of children, Baba had the thought that according to the present time, Baba now wants to see the majority of the children in the stage of being close to becoming equal. That's Baba's heart's desire. Children who are having the stage of being close to become equal. There are also those with the stage of being equal, but the majority should come close to equality. So seeing the children at Amrit Vela, Baba was remembering the day of the children becoming equal. You were remembering the day of remembrance, and Mother Brahma was remembering the day of becoming equal. Fulfill this elevated thought, that is, make the day of remembrance into the day of power. So our aim for 18 January, Baba well in advance is preparing us from now to 18 January. Together with love, let it be the day of power, the day to become equal. This is the practical fruit of love that the mother and father want to see. This is the elevated fruit of the sustenance and the blessings from the Father. You are the elevated children who show the practical fruit to the mother and father. You were told earlier too that a sign of having deep love is that you cannot bear to see any weaknesses in the one you love. Therefore, now quickly come close to the stage of being equal. This is the mother's love. At every step, continue to follow the father. Brahma is the only special soul who has both parts of the mother and father fixed in the corporeal form. This is why you children definitely remember the double form of the elevated soul who has this unique part. However, the elevated desire of the heart of Brahma, the mother and the father, is that everyone should become equal. You also have to remember that. Do you understand? The elevated thought of the day of remembrance today is that you become equal. This is my only blessing I take from Baba's Murli today. Baba's given me the blessing. If children accept the blessing from the heart, like Daddy says, it's already done. It's already done. To be equal in your thoughts, in your words, in your relationships and connections means to become powerful. No matter how big a problem there may be, by having the awareness of nothing new, you will become powerful. No matter how big a problem there may be, by having the awareness of nothing new, you will become powerful. Do not become careless in this. In carelessness too, you use the words nothing new. So there's two ways of seeing nothing new in a powerful way to overcome obstacles, but in a careless way, or nothing new. However, it is nothing new in being victorious many times. Using this method, constantly continue to achieve success. Acha. Everyone has come to celebrate the day of remembrance with a lot of enthusiasm. Even those who have given 3 feet of land have come. You gave 3 feet of land and became the masters of the 3 worlds. And so, what was your giving? Nevertheless, you became clever in accumulating charity for service. Therefore, congratulations for your cleverness. You had the power to adopt the method of giving 1 and receiving 100,000-fold. This is why such powerful souls have been invited on this special day of remembrance. Normally, Brahma Baba's Lokik son was always invited on 18 January, but he too left the body now. The father had an entertaining chit-chat. The ones who gave places have been especially invited. The father also gave his place, did he not? The father's name is also on this list, is it not? Which place did he give? Everyone gave 3 square feet of land, and which place did Brahma Baba give? No one else can give such a place. The father gave his heart throne. It is such a big place. All of these places would be included in that, would they not? Put together all the service places of this land and abroad, even then, which would be the largest place? Because of living in the old world, you have been giving buildings of bricks, whereas the Father gave you the throne where you would constantly sit as a carefree emperor. Even then, importance is automatically given to service, whether it is serving with the place or serving with your stage. So there is a lot of importance given to doing service with the place. There is also a lot of importance of doing service by saying Haji to someone, or even saying you first to someone. Giving lectures is not the only service, but with the method of doing any type of service, importance is given to service through thoughts, words, deeds, and even washing dishes. So not what we do, how we do it, how conscious, how aware we are. Who am I doing it for? With whom am I doing it with? Just as someone who gives lectures claims a status, someone who remains yogyuk and in a yukti yukt stage whilst washing dishes can also claim an elevated status. That one serves with his lips, and this one serves with his stage. So at every moment, know the importance of the method of doing service and becoming great. It is impossible for you not to receive the fruit of any type of service. However, the Lord is pleased with an honest heart. When the bestower of blessings is pleased with you, then what would be lacking? It is very easy to please the bestower of blessings, the bestower of fortune, the bestower of knowledge, the innocent Father. Very easy, we know that, to please Father. If God is pleased, will you then be saved from Dharamraj? Sorry, you will then be saved from Dharamraj, the judge, and also from Maya. Acha. To all the children everywhere who remain stable in the stage of being equal in love and power, to the lamps of hopes who always fulfill the elevated hopes of the mother and father, to those who know the importance of doing every method of service, to those who always follow the Father at every step, and who show the mother and father the fruit of becoming equal with their love and power, to all the powerful children who are embodiments of awareness. On this day of power, the Almighty Father's love, remembrance, and namaste. When Baba spoke today, he started with embodiments, being the embodiments of awareness. Yesterday's powerful point of the Murli, no one is fortunate as you children. No one in the world is as fortunate as you children. And having that awareness the whole day keeps the soul in that spiritual intoxication. And then Maya cannot come close. Soul is in that powerful stage. So Avyakt Pap Dada, meeting instrument brothers and sisters who have given 3 feet of land for service centers. You are experiencing happiness on seeing the attainment of the practical fruit of special service, are you not? Your future is accumulating anyway, but even your present has become elevated. The attainment of the present time is even more elevated than the attainment of the future, because it is only at this time that you have the knowledge of the experience of attainment and the lack of attainment. There, you are not even aware of what a lack of attainment is. So, you are not aware of the difference. Whereas here, you have the experience of the difference. This is why the experience of the attainment of the present time is so important. Whoever becomes an instrument for service, it is remembered of them. Instant donation is great charity. If anyone becomes an instrument for something, that is, if he gives an instant donation, then in return for that, he has the experience of great charity. What is that? The charity received from doing any type of service is the experience of extra happiness and power. The charity experience from doing any type of service, and as Baba highlighted how we do that service, the charity received from doing any type of service is the experience of extra happiness and power. Whenever you do any service as an embodiment of success, then at that time, you experience special happiness, do you not? You say, today I had a very good experience. Why did you have it? You experienced success giving the Father's introduction. Some people awaken on hearing the introduction, and some are transformed. Some people awaken on hearing the introduction, and some are transformed. So their attainment has an impact on you. Your heart begins to sing songs of happiness. This is the attainment of instant fruit. So someone who does service means someone who always eats the nourishing fruit of attainment. So what are those who eat nourishing fruit? So what are those who eat nourishing fruit? They are healthy, are they not? When doctors see that people are weak, what do they say? Eat fruit. Because nowadays, when you eat other nourishing food, such as ghee or butter, you are not able to digest it. Nowadays, they only give you fruit for energy. So you also receive the instant fruit of service. Even if you do physical service, there is the happiness of service through actions too. For instance, when you clean something, when the place sparkles with cleanliness, then because you have cleaned it with a true heart, you experience happiness when you see the place sparkling, do you not? You automatically receive the fruit of the clarity of the charity of doing any type of service. You accumulate the fruit of charity, and you also receive it at this time. For instance, when you are doing something or doing some service, others will tell you that you have done very good service, that you have done it tirelessly with your bones. So you experience happiness when you hear this, do you not? So that is the fruit you receive. It is becoming instrumental for service. So that is the fruit you receive, is it not? Whether you serve with your hands, doing service means, so whether you serve with your words or with your hands, doing service means nourishing food. So this too is becoming instrumental for service by giving importance to service. You are able to attain greatness. So in the future too, constantly know the importance of service and constantly keep yourself busy in one type of service or other. When you don't have any students, do not think, what service can I do? If there are no exhibitions or lectures, do not say, what service can I do? No, the field of service is very large. No one can say, I don't have a chance to do service. There is still so much of service of creating the atmosphere still to do. You are those who will even transform the elements of nature. So how will the elements be transformed? Will you give them lectures? Elements with our vibrations. The atmosphere will be created with your attitude, To create an atmosphere means to transform the elements. So there is so much of this service to do. Has it already happened? At the moment, the elements are testing you. So at every second, there is still a huge field of service waiting to be done. So as we serve the elements, then they won't challenge us any longer. Our service enables us to settle all those accounts with the elements as well. None of you can say that you don't get a chance to serve. Even if you are ill, you still have a chance to serve. No matter who it is, whether uneducated or educated, any type of soul has a lot of scope to do service. You cannot say, when I get a chance to serve, you have become all-round service. You also receive 100 marks for serving with actions. If your words and thoughts are okay, but you have no interest in serving with actions, then you have already lost 100 marks. I'll read that line again. You also receive 100 marks for serving with actions. If your words and thoughts are okay, but you have no interest in serving with actions, then you have already lost 100 marks. To be an all-round server means to be one who claims full marks in all types of service. This is called being an all-round server. So are you like this? Look, when the children's bhatti was created in the beginning, the lesson of serving with actions was made very firm for them. They were made into gardeners as well as shoemakers. They were made into those who washed the dishes, as well as those who gave lectures. The marks for this should not be left out either. There, in your worldly study, if you fail in a weak, ordinary subject, a subject that is not your special subject, but a third or fourth number subject, if you fail in that too, you cannot pass with honors. In total, your marks would be reduced. Check all your subjects in this way. Have I claimed marks in all the subjects? You have become instruments for this, for giving 3 feet of land, and you did that service. You accumulated that charity, and you received marks for that. However, now check whether you have claimed full marks or not. Doing service with any type of actions is also necessary, because actions also carry 100 marks. They are no less. Here, each of the subjects has 100 marks. There you claim fewer marks in the subject of drawing, whereas you receive more marks in the subject of arithmetic. Here, all the subjects are important, so it should not be that you accumulate marks with your thoughts and words and are behind in marks for your actions. You may think that you are a great Mahavir. You have to claim marks in everything. This is known as being a server. So what group is this? Is it a group of all-round servers, or servers who have given their place for service to be done there? It is good that you used it in a worthwhile way. To the extent that you use it in a worthwhile way, accordingly you become a master. To use something in a worthwhile way before time is a sign of being sensible. So you carried out a great act of wisdom. Bap Dada is also pleased that you are children who maintain courage. Acha. I was deeply thinking of this Murli when Baba is saying how important all 3 types of service is with our thoughts, and he clarified how we serve with our mind, with our words, giving lecture, how we do that as well, and with our actions. And I was thinking about myself in the early days I mean, I used to just run to the center every time. I just wanted to clean the center and wanted to clean the center, whether it was the bathrooms or the floors and things. And, you know, everyone used to look at me and things. And I think that's where I earned most of my marks. And then after 6 months, when Sister Jainty came to South Africa and she was with us, she just recognized the soul. And, you know, straight away, she wanted, she spoke to my Lokik mom and wanted me to move to the center. But I think all that accumulation of doing karma yoga, but I was so intoxicated doing that service. And sometimes, you know, some of the Kumaris will look at me and say, you know, I'm surprised, you know, you're even so happy, you know, sweeping the floors. And that was my bliss, you know, I'm doing it for God and I'm doing it in his home and things. And lots of marks were accumulated, I will say, in that 6 months, especially. Yeah. So today's blessing, may you be Rasyuk and Yogyuk and please everyone by understanding the deep significance of being loving. The children who remain loving to the Almighty Authority automatically become loving to all souls. Those who understand the deep significance of this become Rasyuk, Yogyuk, and Yukti-yuk with divine virtues. Such Rasyuk souls easily please all souls. Those who do not know the secret sometimes upset other souls and sometimes get upset themselves. Therefore, know the secret of being constantly loving and become Rasyuk. Rasyuk, to know to become. So today's slogan, those who are instruments are always light whilst fulfilling their responsibilities. Those who are instruments are always light while fulfilling their responsibilities. Beautiful, beautiful slogan that sums up the Murli. Wherever I am, wherever I'm serving, with whoever I am just an instrument put here by Baba. So we serve then with love and power. Acha, I will just, firstly, we would take a few moments and then I invite you to unmute and share what gifts, what treasures and blessings you have taken from Baba today. So let's have a few minutes. Om Shanti. Thank you, Kajal, the knower of all secrets. Anyone else? If you unmute or if you want to put it on the chat, those who want to put it on the chat also are welcome. Those who want to unmute and share with the family also, it would be lovely. You want to share?
So, Ben, I'd like to ask a question.
Yes, Ben.
When Baba's talking about love, yeah,
Yes.
and in this Murli, I'm picking up that the love that he's talking about is mostly associated with the love for the Father in the quest to become equal to the Father. Do you agree with that, or is there
Absolutely,
a
absolutely
broader
correct.
understanding of love that one should have?
Absolutely. When Brahma Baba shared the line, and he said that the love that the father shared with the children, the love didn't make them come close to him, but the love that made them into Shaktis and prepared them for the world. So love of Father, that is spiritual power. When I stay present with Baba and then have that love and then share that love, you're so correct. You're so correct. Love for Father then serves all souls powerfully.
Thank you, Shobha.
Thank you, Sister Shada. So we will read the speciality of Mama first. While being in the company of so many souls, while listening to all of them, Mama herself always remained loving and detached from all of those things. There was never any change in Mama's drishti for any soul. She had that same sweet drishti for everyone. While cautioning someone about their weaknesses, their feelings towards that person never changed. Connected to the Murli, the spiritual love and power. Today's exercise. Doctors in today's world tell you not to take medicine, but to exercise instead. So Bap Dada also says, stop battling, stop laboring, and do this exercise of the 5 forms for 5 minutes throughout the day. So nice aim every hour. For 1 minute, be incorporeal 1 minute be angelic, 1 minute be a server in all ways. Do this exercise of the mind for 5 minutes throughout the day, and you will always remain healthy and be saved from laboring. 1 minute incorporeal, 1 minute angelic, 1 minute be a server in all ways. So, thank you, beloved family. Have a special, special day. Keep that switch of awareness very powerfully on, and don't let that switch of awareness go off today. Who am I? Daddy will say just the two things: who am I and who I belong to. And everything else falls in place automatically. Acha. What's today? Second Sunday, is it? Okay, we'll have a song. Thank you, Avinal Bhai, for hosting and
Om Shanti. Thank you, Ben.
Om Shanti Bhai. Thank you.
Whose words do you speak? Do you walk them well? Ask your heart, do you know who I am? Do you hear the child who wants to run with the wind? Do you hear the child who wants to run with
special, loveful, and powerful day. Thank you, Sister Eva.
Om Shanti. Have a beautiful day.
And you too.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Shilbin.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you, Sister Kamla.